Let's open Fusion and we get started by having some lines there, having the construction lines there. So these lines will guide us on even if you want to do the mirroring, you want to make some relationship in the center of this page, ensure they are perpendicular to the center there. And that constraint, that is okay. So you change their property by making them a construction line there. You can just select the line, then press X. So first we are going to start with the letter E. So I'll start with the middle profile there. I'll have a rectangle which is symmetrical to this center line there. I can as well make relationship to the center there exactly. So we can now add some measurement. Let's do 2, 3 looks okay. Here we can do 10, the length to be 10 looks good. Yeah, 10 looks good. Yeah, we can now do the second one using the same values. Yeah, using the same values, ensure that we maintain that symmetry. So or we maintain the same parameters. So let's use D1 there. Here we can use D1 or D2. The one is D1, the other one is D2. Here we can use one of the D's. One of the D's. It is not capital, small d. So that is attached there. So we can, the easier way, you just select the second one, then you mirror it over that line, but let me just draw it. That is D1, this is D2, then we use the spacing also D1 here, then we try to make that relationship to this center line, making them all the same, lying on the same line, that vertical line axis. Now we can draw the other figure, the logo. We can start by drawing the circle and adding some, this word is really difficult to pronounce, constraints. So if you see that small triangle at the end of a line, it means that this line is exactly at the center or the midpoint of that line or of that figure. So I can now do the relationship between the circle and these lines. There, you add that. Now you can add the diameter. So diameter here will be the same as the overall length or overall width of this whole letter E. Add the measurement there to be D. This was D2 or D1. It doesn't look symmetrical. There's something wrong. Let me see. The overall width 3 by 5, that is 15. Oh, that's why. So instead of having 3 here, let's have 2. So this is the reason why I was telling you they should be trying to maintain that, because here now I just have to change one value and everything else updates automatically. Let me add some string there. Yeah, so can attach it there. Correct. This looks good now. Okay. So let us see is was some kind having curve, then proceeds to it straighten at some point. That line is tangential by default to the circle. I can as well mirror it to the downer part like that. Yeah, that's okay. You select the line, then you select the mirror line, then we can add some measurement there to this line. It doesn't matter, you can add the measurement to the mirrored one to be D1 or D2, whichever came first. Yeah, now we can use our trimming tool to come up with the letter C we want. It doesn't look good there. Oh, we'll need to trim this one too. Oops. We've just messed everything there. It's giving us some warning that the constraint is broken. When the constraint is broken, it means the line is not fully defined again. Let me try to add that measurement to see if we can regain the full definition there. I don't think this will work. You see? What can we do? Where is the problem? Where is the problem here? Yeah, you see now it is going all the way. It is moving all the way. It's moving all the way, which is not what we want here. So what I can do is I can add one line through the center, cutting the circle into half or into 2 or semicircle. You ensure it is 90 degrees from the center there. See, it is dark now. I also make it a line which is not part of our sketch by just selecting the line and pressing X on your keyboard. That's when you're working with Fusion, like me. That is done now. Now I can offset this letter C. So I want to offset it in the opposite direction. So to reverse the orientation there, just add the negative before your measurement. That will reverse the direction. So I'm trying to select D1, but it's not coming. So let me just fill in the value directly. Though I don't like it that way still, but it should be negative D1. Anyway, I'll work on that. So this looks okay. I don't like this too. I want it to be a function of the other. When you see a fx, it means it is a function of probably D1 or D2. Let me try to add that was it D1 or D2? You can either way, but I want to relate it to the first measurement there. Let me type D1. Correct. I got it. Consistency plus determination is equals to Success. Are we together? Now you close that profile there. Correct. This looks good. Does it look good from your end? Yeah, I think so. Good work. So now we have to make the do we call it boundary? We have to make something which now this logo will be resting on. Let's see. Let's have some big rectangle. Then you can add some relationships there, like symmetrical. This upper line and lower line to be symmetrical from the center, so that they are equidistantly from the center. That when you select the two lines, then you select symmetry, then you click the center line there. So this side is going to be the end of where we had the kitchen. So we try to have some triangular shape there. Just some triangular shape. Add some measurement. Yeah, you see if we don't use these features on which are already there, because I can as well delete this down a line here. Then I mirror it this one the other way, so that I don't have to add measurement on the top one and on the lower one. That's time consuming. Is now okay. Okay. That one we can add. You can add some measurement on the kitchen side there to be 36 there, 36, 35. Let's add 36. Then this one to be 35, because I want the overall length to be 71. Yeah, that's 71. Thickness I want 30. Sorry, that's way down. Thickness to be 30. 30 there. So I can see there is one area which the constraint is not yet added, and the area where the line is green, can make sure this is, let's do 30. 30 looks good. 30 looks okay. Now we can select our trimming tool to trim these unwanted parts. I don't want that. Don't want this. I can make this construction line. Yeah, exactly. So this looks good. I just joined there that figure there. So since I want to add some boundary, because if it is like this, the logo will be too much exposed. Yeah, I can add that by just offsetting the. Remember, offset is also a name of somebody, but we use it in CAD to do some other things. So you offset there the initial boundary, so that we have some distinctive areas from that will distinguish the center, the logo, and the boundary of the key holder. So that is done. Now let's add some writings, because a logo without some writings is not somehow well defined. So writing kind of explain what the logo means in details. Yeah, so we can do that. We can do that, right? Yeah, I didn't want it to be well defined, this line here. We can work with that. We can work with that. So having this line is really important, because now I'll have the writing just along that chain. And when it is along that chain, it is easy to manipulate if you want to move it up and down, if you want to extend it, if you want to reduce it. I'm trying to add that constant there, but I don't know. I'll remove it. I just want to see how it will appear when I add my writings on it. Yeah, select the path, text through the path. It might look a little bit messy, but not chaotic. It is messy but not chaotic. That is, let me add the name there, make it bold, reduce this overall height, let's do 5. I can as well select that the text to fit the path, fit to path. Sorry, oops, what happened? Things are now disappearing and reappearing. This is not a good sign. Yeah, let's fit it to path. So once this is not a good sign. Okay, let's finish everything on the text panel here, then we do our thing once we are through from this. Yeah, once we are done like that, now we add the text there. This now looks good, though if you check the top, there is attaching the boundary, which I don't like. The top is attaching the boundary, but the bottom area is just okay. Nothing is happening, which means it is not completely at the center. Let's leave the size to 5, 6. 5 is okay. Let me delete this relationship. It is not helping. I want to divorce them. So once I divorce them, or I do away with that relationship there, this will give me some freedom to move the text up and down, because you remember initially it was not symmetrical to the center. So here I can play around with it. I can move it up and down. I can extend the line to whatever I want. Yeah, so let me have it up to there. I want it to at least be touching one of these profiles I made earlier, so that we don't have some weird looking features when we finally do the extrusion. So we can extend that end a little bit to that level, so that we do that. Yeah, that is almost done. We do the creative side now. The creative side will be I think easier, because now we have some experience with the first one. So let's extend it just a little bit. And this hand also, can't see the other end of the line, but yeah, it is constrained there. But let me delete that so that I can be able to play around with it. This one looks big. Looks big. Let me try to reduce the size to 5. Height. This now looks okay. Let me delete this relationship here. Yeah, now I can move the writing, the whole writing up and down. Okay. This is getting messy and chaotic, though there are no casualties. I think the logo, the space there is small, so probably we'll need to readjust from 10th to 15. Like the overall length of the logo there, you see it was 10. Because this one, if you work with it like this, it might not appear well on the final design or the final printout on the 3D printer. So let's see here. Let's do some extrusion. So again, on Fusion, you just press letter E, or you just select it manually there. This looks okay. So we select. We are going to do extrusion into ways. The first one will be on the opposite direction, and it will be completely flat, while the other one will try to show the writings and the logo. So the flat side will be on the print bench, because with 3D printer we don't want those rough edges as a result of supports. We want a smooth looking thing. So don't worry if you can no longer see your sketches, just come here, expand sketch, then show sketch. You select this other end. Like that. So this other end of extrusion will try to have different colors during printing, so that it is conspicuous and just show some expertise in what we do. And we appreciate also the technologies involved to do that. So that is now let's add some aesthetics. These corners are too sharp, they might cut your hands. So let's smoothen these corners, these sharp corners, by adding fillets. We don't want chamfer fillets there. Can do that. We can add there that way. So yeah, there is a what's happening. Let's reduce it, reduce that size of the fillet. So I just want some, not completely round, but some nice looking corner there, like that. Yeah, no, yeah, correct. That looks good. What do you think? I think it looks good. This is going to be our winning logo of the centuries. So this is just one way to do it. I will also be showing you how you can do this using Inkscape. Inkscape just works the same as Adobe Illustrator. The only difference is that Inkscape is free, but Adobe Illustrator you have to buy. Inkscape is a completely free version, and it does the same thing as Adobe Illustrator. So I'll be showing you some tutorials on that, on how you can also do this using Inkscape. And within Inkscape, you can use Laser Cutter to make the final adjustments there. So Laser Cutter, now you will now cut it out of acrylic or something, or glass. Now the writings will be rastered. So here at the end of the kitchen here, I want some nice round like this, yeah, like that, some nice round looking figure. This looks okay. This looks okay. This really looks good. Yeah, this is now, except this one. I said this is going to be weird. I started complaining about this. Let me change it so that it can fit what I want. Can really fit what our needs. So instead of having 10 here as the overall length, we can have 15, because this one looks small to me. The hole is small, not the hole, but the letters, the overall letters. So let's increase that to 15, and also for the height to be 15, we'll have to also adjust the, remember the D1 and the D2. It seems we have adjusted D1 only, so we need to also adjust D2, because from our design it was a squarish kind of logo. So let's do this to, we can make it 3, so that it's going to be 3 by 5. It's going to be 50. Now you see, yeah, you can now see our, now there's some space there, which is really nice and good looking. That is good looking there. Then now, yeah, this looks good, but except now our S is gone on the other side. We can work on that as well. We can work on that as well to make it make it appear nicer and good looking. So here, I don't know what's the problem here. Oh, since we extended the length there of the letter E, we can reduce the size to 5. Then also you can as well reduce the path to what we want. What's going on here? There's something going without my knowledge. Yeah, I want that space towards the end of letter E, so that I can, because this is where the kitchen will be attached to, so I'll be able to add some hole just before the letter E. The letter E on my name, not the letter E on the logo, but the letter E on the name there. You select that face there to add the hole. Yeah, so we can try to make it at the center. So we could have added this hole a little bit earlier when we had like some freedom on how to make it fully defined, but doesn't matter. We can just add it here and make it fit, define the position there. No. Okay, like that. Let's try 2 and see how it's going to appear there. 2. 2 is too small. Those are rhyming words. 2 is too small. I'd also do poetry part-time. 2 is too small. We can do 3. 3 by 3. Yeah. 3 by 3 looks like a good hole. Does it? A good hole. Not too big, not too small, but just enough. We have the first measurement, the divan. Now we have this hole for the kitchen is now okay. This looks good, except that our naming there is a little bit off. It is not at the center. We can make it appear to the center. Let's move it down. There's something going on here which I don't know what's happening. Yeah, there. So there's some relationship there which was added without my knowledge. So I had to divorce them. I had to divorce that relationship because I didn't approve it. Now they are not happy with me, but they will go to the court of appeal to appeal their case. Court of appeal to appeal their case. So this is okay. This looks good. This is now the final. We are on the final structure. This has been a long video, really long. So once you have this file like this, now we want to export it as a STL file to print on the printer. So you get your STL file by going to the bodies, expand, save as mesh. Then now you press OK. If you press OK, it will take you to place where you want to save it. I want to save this as a key holder with a logo. Key holder with the logo makes better. Key holder with the logo. Key holder with the logo. That's okay. Okay. We'll save. It is exporting. It's exporting. Correct. Yeah. So we can now open it on the slicer. If you have, if you're using what other slicer? For me, I'm using Prusa slicer. So you might be using a different slicer to do the slicing of this particular design. I'll have a whole tutorial on how to slice, how to do your optimization through slicer, because basically printer is doing whatever you fed on slicer. So slicer is where the magic takes place. You can check my other tutorials on slicer optimization. So for today, I just want to slice this. I won't go into details, but just kind of show you the quick ones. On the right side, we have where you can select the quality on the print. You can select the material. You can select the infill percentage. Oh, there's also option of selecting a different printer. So the quality here, I want the best quality. I'm using 0.4 nozzle. I want to use generic PLA. The infill doesn't need to be high. 10% is okay. We don't need support. So here you can select printers with different nozzles. So for me, I'm using 0.4 nozzle. So you can see here we have expert, we have simple, we have advanced. So all this print is going to take like 26 minutes, which is okay. 26 minutes is okay. Yeah, but remember we want to do it in multicolor. So once you slice it in the first step, you play around with the timeline here just to see at what point does the printer start printing out the colors. So once you reach there, you add. Once you add the color, you slice again. You can see now this part is now green while the other part is kind of orange. Yeah, so you can export this to either SD or save it to your computer so that you can print it later. So just printing will be done in part 2. So part 2 will be coming soon, just a few minutes after this, showing you how the part will look like on our 3D printer. So thank you, and see you then in the part 2 of this tutorial. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you to the next tutorial. And also other tutorials such as Inkscape. Please ensure to subscribe on this YouTube channel for simple things like this, because I'll also be doing this on Inkscape and to do the final cutting with the laser cutter. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. This has been a long video, but it is worth it. It is worth your time. Thank you very much. See you.